What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mac. Welcome back to the channel, bro. Look here. One word for My Hero Academia chapter 315. Wow. If I had to sum this chapter up in one word, wow. Let's walk through it, man. Starts off with Chisaki talking to Lady Nagant. He like, I know that kid. The one who foiled my plan, he got a real severe case of hero syndrome. She's like, wow, I was hoping you'd be useful, but this is like fate. How about you tag along and ID the target for me? He said, on one condition. She said, nah, I ain't taking revenge for you. That's your grudge. You know, not that. I don't care about that. I lost everything. I got one thing left. Return me to the boss. And that's what he was talking about in the last chapter, 314, right? So what she do is she set up a scheme. So he yelling off the building, talking about something. I set up my end of the bill. You know what I'm saying? My end of the deal. Take me to the boss, right? So then he Deku snapped the black whip. So what she do is essentially she want aim a shot at him, at Chisaki. She gonna shoot at him, and while he gonna instinctively go after Chisaki, she'll shoot Deku and take him out that way, right? So essentially, so that's what she explained. She's like, no matter who the victim is, if your own screw up gets him killed, that really keep you up at night, right? So then she go through the process, right? So as soon as she's going through that, he recognizes it. So he black whips onto the building, swings around, right? And then they explain the quirk Fajin, right? So Fajin quirk, repeated movements build up motion-based energy for temporary storage and release. While getting shot at, I flexed and extended my legs to protect myself and store up that energy. Plus one for all of 45%. Plus centrifugal force. Everyone in my generation can picture it. The sight of All Might moving faster than a speeding bullet. You gotta be fucking kidding me, right? It's called Fox, F-A-U-X, 100%. Deku beat the fucking bullet that she shot at Chisaki. He beat the bullet to him and pushed him out the way, bro. So the Fajin quirk, the energy that gets stored up, he's storing it in his legs. So he used one leg for Fajin and then combined it with 45% of One for All. You gotta be fucking joking. This shit looks crazy. It looks crazy, bro. And then she say, impossible. He caught up to my shot. No, it was wilder than that. He was already shifting trajectory as I was aiming and firing. Just wow. My thought exactly. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Deku is God tier, bro. So he say, we'll talk later, Chisaki. And then he black whip, because remember, Chisaki's on the top of the building. So he goes up, pushes him out the way, and then turns around like some Spider-Man stuff, like when he webs it. Black whips onto the top of the building so he could go back the other way. So then that's when he explains he was using One for All at 45%, Danger Sense, Smoke Screen, Black Whip, Fajin, and Float. And he switched them on and off in rapid succession, but it was too much to process all at once, and his body froze up. So he said, having learned that lesson a second ago, I've narrowed it down to just using One for All, Black Whip, and Fajin. So then he said, gotta do this again. No, she said, got to do this again. So she was going to shoot at him again and then do the same thing. I mean, do the same trick, right? So Deku like, I still got one leg worth of Fajin stored up. He does it again, going back down. But this time, he does Fox 100% Manchester Smash. Kicks her fucking arm, bro. Kicks her arm. Breaks that joint, right? Breaks the barrel and everything, right? So he like, your gun barrel's busted. It's over, Lady Nagant. And then you see in the panel underneath, you can see like her arm, but then you see the barrel is bent the same way you would bend your arm. Like the barrel is bent up. So that's what she's talking in her head. Not a hint of hesitation. He recognized the enemy for who he was and still leapt into action like it was a natural thing to do. She said, when was it, I wonder, when did the platitude start making me want to puke? And then you see like her, the barrel is like leaving off and her arms turning back to normal. But you already know Deku, he just a hero, man. He grabs her hand as she's falling And he says, the shot headed for Chisaki was off by a little bit. And if you were really allied with All For One and his brand of evil, your very first shot would have hit my lower body and stopped me cold. You've known real darkness, so you got to know there's a way to bring back the light. Please fight on our side. I can tell you still got the soul of a hero. Man. Now, the chapter's not over, but just to slide a little bit in there, I still agree with the way the overall picture of her thinking was, with the way, you know, she was talking about society. But I get where Deku come from too. Like he's hardwired, you know, he not breaking out of that. He's essentially a person who's like impervious to corruption when it comes to like good and evil and stuff like that, right? So so he got her hand, and then she look up in her mind, she like, what a guy. Izuku Midoriya, you're the real deal. And then as she's saying that, you see the splits in her head, right? Why the fuck is All For One, bro? Why the fuck is All For One? He say the soul is far too fickle, which is why I added a failure clause to your contract. Talking about the contract he made with Lady Nagant when he gave her the airwalk quirk. She fucking explodes, bro. It knocks Deku back. He screams, Nagant. You see her fucking body. It looks burned. It looks burned, bro. And she's falling, right? Then All For One say, to the very end, you were just a tool to be used. Curse your blessing of a quirk if you must. Alas, the hapless, woeful Lady Nagant. So then you see Deku scream. All of a sudden, you see these oval-shaped things. And guess who shows up? Hawks, bro. No dying on me now, Nagant. And they end the chapter right there. This shit was fire, bro. This was such a fire chapter, bro. Like, come on. That Fajin, like, to be able to use that twice and then... Look at this, man. Look at it this way. He was using centrifugal force. That's fine with the Black Whip and building up the momentum. But you got to remember the bullet... Well, no, he beat the bullet there. But the fact that he used Fajin and he only used One For All at 45%. That's the thing. He was only at 45%. So when he said that All Might was moving faster than the speeding bullet, All Might could use 100%. So come on, man. Like, that is insane. That's really insane. Like, Deku really the GOAT. He really the GOAT. And the thing is, I'm a huge All Might fan, bro. I feel like All Might don't get enough credit. But the fact of the matter is that Deku, from the feats that we see, uses One For All so intelligently. It's like all of the murmuring that he did, you know, just murmur, thinking like all that process. You see, like, it's like you see it in action, bro. And it's just like poetry in motion. He has a way of just processing everything like instantly. Like, oh my Lord. This chapter was amazing. It was amazing. And if you are not reading My Hero, you missing out. I mean, at least if you're watching it, you're going to catch up and you'll eventually get to this point. But if you're not reading it, you are really missing out. But look, that's all I got for this chapter. It was beautiful, man. Let me know what you think down in the comments. You know, like, comment, subscribe. It'll really help your boy out. And you already know what time it is. I will see you all in the next video.